Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're here for the match reaction of Arsenal's shambolic, disgusting performance against Chelsea. Once again, we get spun into a spliff, right, and smoked by Chelsea Football Club. Right, Lukaku doing his business, doing his usual thing. 3 words: fuck the process, right? I'm done hearing these excuses. We ain't got the players, right? Oh, we got half our team out. We got this, we got that. Right, I've got Stay in the background, don't worry, but he's also let me into some new, a new record, right? Arsenal in their first time in their history. No points, no goals in their first 2 games. And we want this guy in. I'm hearing excuses that we don't sack managers. This is not our football club. We're not like Chelsea. Yeah, and that's why they're champions of Europe, mate. You may not have noticed that. They got rid of their manager twice and they both won the Champions League after it, right? Maybe we should try and adopt that approach. And also, we got rid of Emery after half a season, 1.5 seasons. So, yeah, it's not like we've done it before, right? When is this club and these fans going to wake up and realise this guy is a waste of space? He is a waste of air. He is useless, right? It doesn't take a lot to work out that tactically we are a shambles, right? We were exposed no in which way or in every which way. And yet we've got a more defensive coach. So we're supposed to be better defensively, aren't we? Apparently. Right? Like I said, I'm just sitting here. I knew it was going to be like this season. And I know it's going to be the same. Right? It's going to be the same every week. Same bullshit. Same excuses until he goes. Right? And I'm just going to sit here and smile. Because, as usual, I'm right. And these Arteta in lot are wrong. And I'm telling you, you need to start supporting your club rather than your fucking manager. Start supporting Arsenal Football Club. Because you clearly don't know what's best for it. Clearly. It's a shambles. It's the disgrace. Honestly. This guy is a disgrace to this club. Along with half of that squad. And some of that squad, right, is him either keeping the player or him actually buying the player. So it's his own squad. So I'm not hearing this bullshit about it's Emery's players or it's Wenger's players. Because he's had the chance to buy to get rid of the players and bring in new ones. 130 mil and we're still fucking worse. 130 million for what? For what? For a bunch of backups and Ben White. Great business, right? And people are going to say it's not Arteta. Yeah, that's the board. He's the manager. He gets an active say. That's why he's got what he wanted so far. And he wanted these players. He wanted Ramsdale. Aaron fucking Ramsdale. Right? We've gone from Madison to Odegaard. When are everyone going to wake up and smell the coffee? Seriously. I'm done. Right? I'm done with these fans. Right? Because I get bantered because other fans are deluded. Simple. Not because I'm deluded. They're deluded. But I'm going to bring Tiho, Static, Tony, who's more a Brentford fan than an Arsenal fan. And also like a Chelsea guest is probably going to banter us down some more. Ankit. Big up everyone.
Big up, fellas. Big up.
Before we go into it. Yeah, I know. Before we go into it, just got to go through some of the chat. Big up James in the chat.
Hey everyone,
how many channels are you normally on chat? Big up. both Arsenal and United need to sack their managers.
Yeah.
Hey Steven, I feel bad for Arsenal fans. Don't feel bad for the Arteta fans, mate. They deserve this. They're getting what they wanted.
There's my
Both
Jade.
follow me.
He loves me.
Hang on. Greetings, good people. Hope you're well and doing great as always. Greetings. Not even the kit man can't get it right. Let her wear the away kit. Yeah, we're that cheap. We don't even have a goalkeeper's kit.
Yeah, but his mum sent a note. His mum sent a note saying he ain't got his kit. So
no, we're that cheap. We're that cheap. We don't have a goalkeeping kit.
That's
consistency for you, right?
He should have played in his underpants, mate. That's what he done at school.
Mate, they should have done more than playing his underpants. Well, it's just 2 matches, but no, it's not. No. That's another excuse. I'm not hearing that. No, I'm not hearing it, bro, John. That isn't even a Liverpool fan said. No. It's 18 months.
Oh, God.
Right? 18 fucking months.
18 months of utter despair.
It's not 2 games. I keep hearing that we used to hear that with Wenger. This is how bad it is, right? It's the same bullshit I hear from when we used to be Wenger out. God. And even he didn't get that much protection. Why is it everyone gives this guy so much potential? What's he done?
Exactly.
What has he done to deserve it?
Absolutely nothing.
Someone
nothing.
Donated. Anyway, yeah. Start up. Let's start with you because you've given us that stat, which was just mind-boggling.
Yeah, static.
Yeah, static with the stats, but yeah, go for it, man. What do you want to say on the matter?
First of all, hello everyone in the live chat. It's good to see you all. Hello everyone in the panel. Steven, it's good to see you again. Well, like I said, when I saw that statistic and I did my research, I checked twice. I was like, oh my God. It's actually our worst start since 1913. And that was during when we first moved to Highbury. First year at Highbury. So, first season at Highbury.
To that stage.
And back then we actually had, when that worst start, we actually had that draw and no goals and no wins. So we actually had 1 point. But this time it's even worse. So no goals, no points after 2 games. Just worst ever.
And who thinks we're going to score against Man City?
If Arsenal lose to Man City, it's definitely going to be another record.
Yeah. What about West Brom? You can't forget West Brom.
Can you imagine 0 points, 0 goals, 0 points after 3 games?
Yeah, you can still go out of that,
I
mate.
can see it happening.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about the EFL Cup.
I'm just beyond. I'm just laughing.
Hysterically
because this club. I'm not stressed anymore, boys. I can't get angry or stressed anymore. I also want to say, well done to Chelsea. They deserve to win, but Arsenal, go and F yourselves. So.
Definitely.
Say how you really feel, Static, mate.
You're not going to take my life away, Arsenal. Never in a million years. Never.
Yeah. Anyway, T-Ho. T-Ho. You were doing a watch along with us. Go for it, man.
At the game, I was beyond speechless. I couldn't make my words out of me. I couldn't make words. I was so not even shocked anymore. It's just the same old Arsenal, same old every week. It's nothing. Yeah, but it's just so mind-boggling how bad we are. It's a disgrace. It really is a disgrace because wow.
It's all the Arteta fans. Like Don Steven was white.
It's been told.
Love it. Right. Keep starting your Arteta nonsense, by the way.
Can I just, sorry to interrupt, can I just say to all the Arsenal fans that were at the game, you are all a disgrace. You had a chance to say Kroenke out, to get him out, and you all choked.
Josh was there, man.
Yeah.
Josh
Kroenke was there. You're all a disgrace.
I want to bring Ankit into it.
Thanks for accepting mediocrity again. Moving on.
I'll bring. Well, actually, sorry. Before you go, Ankit, so I've got to bring I've got to let Brandon have his say because I'm no doubt Brandon's gonna tear the house down. I've already tried to tear the house down once. He's gonna do enough. He's gonna be the second bulldozer. So so go for it, man.
Put the oil in and get ready. Go for it.
Real explosion.
I'm eating at the moment. Man's eating. It's just a simple gesture, isn't it? Like that, isn't it? I don't know, boys. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of mixed feelings, really, because if I'm being honest with myself, I wasn't expecting the result against Chelsea. I don't expect the result against Manchester City. But I think what's disappointing as an Arsenal fan more than anything is the manner of the performances. They're just diabolical. They really are. And I think, you know, a lot of people are still trying to make excuses for this manager. This manager, it's not just 2 games. This manager's been here 18 months. We still have no style of play. He's signed 13 players and handed out 8 new contracts. So that's 21 players in total. He really has enough players that are his players to field 2 different starting 11s. And we're still no better than what we was when he took over. In fact, we're actually worse because at least under Unai Emery, we had a style of play. I haven't got a clue what this guy's doing half the time. I really don't. I mean, Chelsea fan who's next to me in the screen here, he'll back me up when I say this. When we beat Chelsea last season, and when we beat Chelsea in the FA Cup, we played a 3-4-3. 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, kept it tight defensively, and hit on the counter attack. And that's how you play against Chelsea. Chelsea, they press high with their wing backs. They try and keep you on the front foot. And with Romelu Lukaku as well now up top, they've got a goal scorer. They've got someone who can hold up the ball. They've got somebody who's strong, who basically is renowned for bullying defenders. So Arteta sits there and goes, do you know what? I'm going to play with back 4 today. Like, honestly, what kind of brain dead nonsense is this? You know, a lot of people are getting on Kieran Tierney's back, and it's understandable as well because, look, let's be honest, Kieran Tierney.
Well, sorry, your best.
Sorry, Tony, one at a time. Sorry.
He left that left-hand side far too much, and he gave Reece James the entire of the right flank, the entire fucking game.
To be fair, Saka didn't track back as well. He didn't.
Is an experienced enough defender to know better than that. However, it's Arteta's tactics, because if we played with a back 3 with wing backs, you would not get that. You would not get that. And on top of that, this guy, in his press conference afterwards, he's preaching about patience. He wants patience from fans. 18 months, bro. What are you talking about? Like, seriously, I don't expect anything this season. I said it, you know, when before we signed these players. You know, I expected Arsenal to finish 7th this season, mainly because we haven't got any European football, so we can focus on the league and the other 2, you know, domestic cups. But now, I don't even think we're going to get the top half of the table. Genuinely speaking, I'm not even joking. If we can't beat Brentford,
I said this, mate.
Even Jamie Horror said as well.
What hope do we have? I mean, a lot of fans are looking to. Okay, we're not going to beat City. I think we've pretty much accepted that. Then you go into an international break, and a lot of fans are kind of like, well, our season starts when we play Norwich. That's a load of bollocks, man. Even Norwich is not a guaranteed 3 points with Arsenal. It's not.
It's not. No game is. And I'm sorry, you don't start your season 3-4 fucking games in. At what point does the top sides that are trying to compete for top 4 say our season starts in September? Like, do you know what I mean? It's bullshit. I want to just go to Ankit.
At least we lose 4-0 to Chelsea.
Look. I mean, Ankit. I mean, obviously from an Arsenal
I'm enjoying it.
The only positive for us is that there's 1 less game to play. Right? You know what I mean?
Well done.
But congrats to Chelsea, man. You battered us.
Well, to be fair, we did not. Like, you know, we should have battered you even more. Like, that is what you were definitely taking, like, proper battering, because the moment we scored that second goal, I believe that we probably get that 6-0 again. Of course, I'm sure you guys remember the 1,000 game of Arsene Wenger, right? Now the
Yeah,
fact that I
how can
think
we not forget?
and the fact that like for me, like I'm loving it because Arsenal don't learn. Like again, it's excuses, excuses, excuses. I know that probably like I think the person before me said that Tierney will be blamed. I think Saka to some extent will be blamed because of giving Reece James so much space. But it's down to Arteta. Like Arteta knows how to beat Chelsea. You are the bogey team for Chelsea. Why would you change that? Like you want to overthink yourself and then do what? And I think the moment they gave away the first 10 minutes, they actually went out at Chelsea like as though like Chelsea are there for the taking. That is something that they gave the match away. Like Thomas Tuchel is a tactician, and the moment he saw basically them playing that attacking football with, I think Smith Rowe was probably your attacking outlet. As in we knew that okay, one side is basically there for the taking, and we protected that and just attacked on the other side. Like and Tierney, I think probably Steven, we discussed on my channel as well as in your channel earlier that Tierney is probably better off playing a wing back because he can kind of control both the sides. Yesterday, I think at left center back, he wasn't like able to do that left back. Like at full back, he wasn't able to do that because he doesn't know like when he needs to go forward and he kind of has to drop back, and that is where we took advantage of, and like we have done in the past. Like remember, 45 minutes is what it took for Chelsea Football Club and Antonio Conte to know what we can do with an Arsenal team. I know we lost that game in 2017, but that is what it takes. It's all in the mind. It does not take millions of dollars, millions of pounds. It does not take a board.
Yes,
To
sir.
be honest, all these are excuses. At the end of the day, it is about the manager backing your team and basically going with what works well. And for me, I would say Arteta in big time. I don't want
Of
Arteta to go
course.
anywhere because
Of course he's saying that.
I have heard. Trust me, when I started following football, Steven, like 1998 is when I followed football, right? From 1998 till about 2003, those 5 years. In those 5 years, we won 4 major trophies as well, right? We still got to hear
That's true.
we are
You won
Arsenal,
trophies.
London is red, and whatever, right? And then for me, as in the last couple of decades, have been like a dream come true, right? As in, I don't want this dream to end. And with fans being there, I'm so surprised, like the way Arsenal played, because I think obviously fans will back what has worked well for Chelsea. I think this was probably the team where you knew that you had a double over us. Now even that's gone. Like imagine where you are, like sorry to say, but yeah, I think this can only continue this way. I cannot see it improving.
But I've seen what doesn't help is when you see that I've seen the amount of excuses that this guy
I think
gets.
even Chelsea was surprised how easy it was.
I mean, Brandon, go on. You wanted to say something.
Yeah, no, I get it. I do get it. But I think ultimately, a lot of Arsenal fans are pointing the finger. A lot of Arsenal fans are trying to say, "Oh, it's Kroenke's fault. Oh, it's Arteta's fault." We're pointing the finger in loads of different directions. But I think ultimately, you got to look yourself in the mirror. Do you know what I mean? Steven, it's your fault. Static, it's your fault. It's my fault. It's the fans' fault as to why we are in the position that we are now, because we have allowed the standards of this football club to slip, and that is why we are in the position we are now. So all these fans, that sit there and tweet Arteta out, but then they still go to the games. All these fans that tweet Kroenke out, but then they don't turn up to the protests, or they go to the club shop and buy the merchandise. You're no better. You are part of the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like all these people that have pushed the agenda of trust the process, even though it's a failing process, you are part of the problem. And unless it's like this, right? You're a paying customer. We are a paying customer, right? If the customers not happy with the product, you don't buy the product. It's like me, for example. If I go to a barber's and they give me a shit haircut, I ain't going back again. You know what I mean?
It's true.
It's up to us to change this. And while people are still on this trust the process, it took 4 years. Kroenke out, but I can't be asked to go to a protest. Oh, I don't want Arteta and Kroenke here anymore, but I'm still going to go to the merchandise. I'm still going to go to the games. You're never
Yeah.
going to get changed. That's just as simple as that.
At least
Because
we,
it's
as,
much.
at least the minority, we as a minority don't
Well,
accept this. So
This is the thing.
That's
I mean, after last season, and seeing the amount, even though we spent, I mean, the season before, I mean, you can see like 2 seasons ago, shirt and
yeah,
and the only reason I remember when I bought it, I was like, I bought this because I thought they've spent money, they've actually tried and invest in improve the club, right, and try and improve the squad,
that's what buying after
right?
7 years.
And then they tried it again, and then after the second time, I did like that last season. Again, they spent so much money. I was thinking, okay, might give you a benefit of doubt. But this season, I'm like, no, you could do whatever. After the special, like even after the Super, even before the Super League, like I was kind of questioning why I bought merchandise. But I said this season, no, not anymore. Right, I'm not gonna be part of the problem, and I know there's a lot of fans that say you can't. That there's certain people that can't stop going to the games, and I get that. Certain fans just can't help but go to the games. Like they can't. It's part of the way they are and who they are and the way they support their club, and I get that.
That is by the by, though, Stephen. At the end of the day, if you want change at this football club, it doesn't matter how much you love this football club. It doesn't matter whether that is, just how you're built. You have to give up something to make change. I'm hearing about fans that, are so used to going to games on a consistent basis, they feel the need to have to. If you want change at the football club, don't go. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
They're still part of the problem, mate. They really are. Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I hear that. Totally.
Boys, I gave up my membership this season, so yeah.
I've not renewed.
I've done my part.
Like I've not renewed mine. I'm not even gonna.
I haven't been to games in years.
I think the one that I think you've got the supporters trust with I think the supporters club on the Gillespie Road near the tube. I think it's near the tube station, I believe. I'm not even sure I'm gonna renew that, and that's only to them. That's not even to the club. But like that still supplies them getting tickets and stuff. So you could say that membership ends up going into Conky's pocket anyway to go and pay for the tickets. So
I had a quick question, Stephen. Like, I don't know if you guys, obviously, I think you must have watched Arteta's interview, right, after the match. The guy is actually saying, like, I see something positive with the crowd booing him. Like, I don't know, what is he actually seeing positive in that? Like, I try to think every angle.
Which interview was that? Sorry.
As in, I don't remember the channel, but he actually interviewed saying that. I think the journalist asked him, the reporter asked him, like, the crowd was booing you. So what do you have to say about that, right? So he actually said, I see something positive. That is my point of view.
Yeah,
and that's
I saw
that
reaction. He's like, really?
Is he really?
I remember Sky asked him, yeah.
Even the journalist is like, what are you talking about, Arteta?
This
He was
guy
spellbound.
talks out of his ass. This guy, right? Honestly,
I was loving it. Like, I have to say it.
I'm sorry. This guy is like this.
Hold on. Luca, are you sure you haven't got a pair of teeth and a tongue in your ass, mate? Because he's very good at talking.
Are you mad?
Oh yeah, Stephen, I love that one, mate. Hey, so funny. I said about it yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah, that's Mikel Arteta in a nutshell. Out of his arse.
Talks out his week more, like.
Sorry, and
hey, Joanne.
I'll just go through some comments as well.
Smash the likes, everyone.
Big up, Joanne.
It's nice to see you new in the chat as well. Nice to see Joanne back in the chat as well. Arteta needs to.
Yeah, Joanne. She's right.
Was Joanne? Was Joanne Arteta in before? I don't know.
I don't think she was.
I don't think she was.
Yeah, I think she was actually, Stephen.
I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
If you were Arteta out before, I do apologise. I sometimes can't remember.
Yeah, I think she was. Yeah.
Tony, the Arsenal that played against Brentford and the Arsenal that played against Chelsea were different. This team can deliver the top, not the top 4, but be in the top 6 or top 8 this year.
I have to agree.
I have to
The
disagree.
team, yeah.
under a different manager.
Exactly. This manager is not going to take you anywhere. The team is actually good. You have great young players. We have a lot of young players. I think that's what even Lampard got us to top 4. Everyone kind of said Lampard didn't know it. To be very honest, Lampard did like 10 times better job than what Arteta did. Like that's how I see it. Like it's the FA Cup which probably clouded over things. But yeah, that's what it is, right?
Awesome, Wenger.
Joanne, then I do apologise. I do apologise.
Yeah.
He never was in Arteta.
Yeah. Have you heard the rumour?
But Arsenal Wenger.
No, thank you.
No.
Arsenal Wenger.
We'll never get the bastard back out again. Honestly, he's part of the reason why we're in this shit. He didn't go when he was supposed to.
I would take Frank from Brentford.
Yeah, but you can't have him. I'm sorry. He's too good for you, lot.
No. I'm sorry. But this is how I feel like.
Holding this club to ransom. I'm telling you now, because he's sitting there and saying, I'm deciding, I'm doing... Hold on a minute. You are a fucking employee. Remember that. Me, you, every single fan here is more important to Arsenal than Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, I mean that's how you want to. That's how it feels right now. It just feels like he feels like he's the most important thing there, and I don't think he is at all.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah. Stephen, did you hear what Lee Gunner and that said yesterday on the podcast and that? He's saying these players don't want to perform because they're scared of Arteta. Did you see that? They say he reckons he's a control freak and all that. Do you think that's true or not?
I can hear that because
I wouldn't be surprised. He's lost the dressing room voice.
No, but hang on. Sorry, people that have worked with Arteta know exactly that he is known to be an stubborn, arrogant person who thinks he's the best thing since.
See you next Tuesday. Yeah.
He's the best. Well, you want to put it in that way, but there you go. But plus, Sam, apart from the injuries, Arteta rarely plays the same team. He's always changing.
Exactly.
There's no consistency, no balance in the squad.
Yeah.
It was on Twitter. Will take over until the end of the season. If Arteta gets sacked and Brendan Rodgers will take over next season,
You'd take Rodgers, wouldn't you?
I'd take Rodgers. I'd take myself. I'd take Brandon. I'd take Brandon in. Right, you know what I mean? Like, I'll take Lee Gunner's lookalike. Right?
I'd whip
him. Oh, Potter.
There wouldn't be no Granite Xhaka here. You'd be fuck off, mate.
Yeah, mate. You know what I'm talking about.
But you notice how he ain't got the beard like Graham Potter. He ain't got the beard. Oh, he should have the beard, shouldn't he? Like Graham Potter now.
No,
he's twin.
I could just imagine if Graham Potter came in. Like, do you imagine it? Lee Gunner's twin turns up. Imagine the uproar of the fan base. Oh my life.
They'll be upset, man.
There'll be a nuclear meltdown.
Lee Gunner where he should be in charge.
He'll turn up to the Emirates and people. No, he'll turn up. He'll turn up the Emirates and people will turn up and say, "Oi, Graham Potter, can I have your autograph?"
Yo, Lee Gunner, mate.
You could imagine Lee's first stream. It'd be like, "Yeah, I'm new Arsenal manager."
Yeah,
thanks, guys.
Yeah. You have a tie on it.
Everybody out.
Smash the like button.
Imagine how many of them players will be going if he takes charge.
Have you seen a little clip from Mayo TV where they did? I think it was like a Super Lotto win, and they sort of dreamt about what happened if they sort of won the lottery.
I saw that.
And it showed like DT takes over as manager. You think if you want to,
where will it end, Robbie?
To be fair, DT's gone a bit quiet. I don't know what. Like DT's not been around for a while. He's in stream for a while yet. So.
He's taking a break.
I don't know. He needs to take a break.
He's falling into his hat, I think.
He's got voice. boys, he's gone
He's
into
gone
hiding
to-
because he knows he's
Arteta now.
a big fan of
He said-
Arteta.
Yeah, he said
He's
he's
not
gonna
praised
go.
him so much. Now he's going to hiding because of what he said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
yeah.
on.
I don't know about Blake. He's probably having a break.
guys.
That's about it. You
Say that
know,
again. Say that again. Sorry. Just-
I said I don't know about break. He's probably having a breakdown. You know, like the rest of us.
Yeah, probably.
yeah, probably.
When's he going to ring, Robbie?
So that made me play that clip as
Go
well.
on, Stephen. Put that one up. Come on.
No. There's timing. There's timing. So, I mean, Ankit,
Stephen.
I mean, looking
Go
out.
on.
Sorry, I wanted to ask Ankit. I mean,
Stephen, I think Tio's going to say
looking at
something.
the season now, that with Lukaku scoring his debut goal, he's off the mark already.
Yeah, brilliant.
Would you say now that like Chelsea are probably one of the firm favourites to try and win this title, in your opinion?
Yeah, as in that's a given, right? As in we have to. That's the reason we spent 97 million. I know we have sold a lot of players as well. Don't forget, like obviously, thanks to Arsenal, we had Giroud who won the Champions League, Europa League, and whatnot, FA Cup. He was let go. Tammy Abraham was let go. But
I knew you could say
I
that.
think Lukaku is definitely the
One
missing
at a
piece.
time.
But the problem here is, I'll tell you what, again, a lot of clubs are there. Arsenal, no disrespect, I think you all will agree that this wasn't the right bar for us to judge ourselves. The right bar will probably be the coming weekend, which is against Liverpool. I know it was some of the players of Arsenal I'm actually personally impressed with. I think one signing is definitely Lokonga, but for us, I think we just needed that one signing, right? And hopefully, if Lukaku is fit, definitely, we have to fight for the title. And I'm actually, definitely backing ourselves to win it. The game against Liverpool, I'll tell you why it's important.
Sorry, just laughing at that comment.
Yeah.
That's wrong with a Lego, man.
I don't know if you guys heard that.
He'll get Ed Sheeran to do everyone else to go over it.
No. So I don't
There
know
was
if
a
you guys heard
hybrid
that.
kit, but it fell apart.
Well, one at a time.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, so what I'm saying-
Did I hear that right?
Sorry.
Did you just say you think Arsenal are going to beat Man City? Did you just say that?
The fact is, I tell you, Arteta, basically, I don't know if you heard Thomas Tuchel, right? Thomas Tuchel has gone on record saying that he wants to make Chelsea the team and no one wants to play. And basically, Arteta's mission is basically to be the team that everyone wants to play in. That is basically he's there for. And I think there's no two ways about it. I think probably he cannot take so much pressure, so he's trying his best to get sacked. That's the only logic that I see. Why would he change a winning formula?
It
and
definitely
go
looks
with
like
that
that,
way?
man.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like that, mate. It literally looks like he's trying to get sacked.
Yeah, and obviously Man City.
I
Man
don't
City
even-
Tony.
What it sounds like to
Tony said.
So what it sounds like to me, that the players, what it looks like to me is the players just have got no interest in this season whatsoever. It doesn't look like they have any interest in playing what Arteta or whoever wants to play. Because I don't even think they know what he wants them to play. So you could tell, and I've seen that disillusionment, not just from this season, it was all the way through last season as well. I just saw it all the way through. You saw it like clips in games where he did well, but most of the time during games, most games, they were just disillusioned of what he wanted them to do and had no idea. So for me, it's like you could say the players are just about as much to blame, but if they haven't got a clue what they want from the manager or what they want them to do, right? What do you want them to do? It's not exactly like a mind reader, are they? So it's down to it's simple instructions that the manager has to give them to, and I don't think Arteta is clearly explaining what he wants them to do. Big up, Brandon, man, big up. Hey? You had to buy him an Arsenal shirt, didn't you?
Do you think I'm torturing him by making him
Did you put Arteta out on it at the back?
Oh, mate, that'd be ideal, that.
Well, I'm bringing up my kid. He said it's one of those, I'm bringing up my kid right just in case Arteta stays here. So he's doing he grows up.
Oh, God.
Big up, man, by the way. It's going to be carnage next 2 games. I've got my popcorn ready to slightly to watch the clowns perform in the circus ring. The Lord of the Ring Master Arteta. Listening to all this scene, no one is expecting the result even against West Brom. Smash the likes, guys. 11 likes already. Smash the likes. It really does help. Smash the subscribe button as well. Arsenal is a very unhappy, unconfident club right now. That is a recipe for disaster.
Big up, talk. Big up, fella.
Big up, talk. Big up, talk. I sent you the link, I think, as well. So, feel free to jump on, mate. He's more than happy to.
He should come.
He should. Stephen, when do you think realistic Arteta will get sacked? I say after the North London derby. Well, I said he should be sacked.
Should have been sacked already.
He should have been sacked after the semi-final in Villarreal. But I mean, if you're going
I've been saying October.
You've been saying October. I say
October.
I don't see it until the North London derby. To be honest, maybe when we get battered in the North London derby. Maybe I don't know.
Do you think he'd still be at Chelsea if he'd done all this? They'd sack him immediately, wouldn't they?
No, they would have sacked
him.
He would
have
sacked him. Hang on, no, he would have been sacked before Lampard was sacked.
Yeah,
that's simple as that, mate. It's because we were 16th. We were 16th, before Chelsea started dropping off.
Exactly, and we kind of kept Arteta's job in a way, and that's a fact.
Thanks. I blame Chelsea in all this. I blame Chelsea in all this.
But you know what, Stephen, I have a couple of points, right? So the fact that you mentioned that the players, are not on Arteta's side, there's no secret now. I think no one from outside wants to sign for the club because of obvious, problems in the club. But I think going backwards, like first of all, giving Granit Xhaka the captain's armband again, like even for a game, how can you even think that someone who did that? And I think Martin Odegaard, you mentioned in the beginning, but come on, you guys don't have scouts. I think you have defensive coaches. There are a lot of players out there in the market who would happily kind of come just for money, leave apart the manager, etc. But you just have to scout. I think Lokonga is one good signing, yes. But apart from that, you hit the nail on the head because the players inside are not supporting you. How are you giving them the captain's armband? And then obviously that tells players outside that, hey, nothing's going to change here. So why do we have to sign? That is something which is a never-ending kind of cycle, and that needs to end somewhere. That is the only solution. And obviously it needs to end at Arteta. Again, I hope he's not sacked until December at least, because that gives you no chance of any Europe next season. Which will be another year when we actually keep singing what we're saying, but yes.
Big up Maisie, by the way.
Yeah, big up Maisie in the chat. Just seeing a comment to the chat. Big up. I hope you're well. Hey Maisie. Yeah, it's Tony.
It is me, yeah.
So, big up Chelsea fan as well, and Jade as well. So,
big up, Jade.
So, I mean, it doesn't look. No matter how you look at Arsenal in a minute, it just doesn't look. It just doesn't look like there's anything. Like I said, the only positive you can take is this is one less game to play this season, and I don't get how these fans still sit there and say there's something still to be positive about. I mean, I'm sitting there and I'm like. I'm sitting there and I'm Friday. I was still just trying to justify it why this team's worse. One of them saying Ben White is going to be a fantastic defender.
Ben White.
Yeah. Okay. I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one there. Odegaard's a great player. He'll do well.
Yeah, right.
He didn't do great in half a season we had him. And Ramsdale, like
Ramsdale.
Hang on. Ramsdale was like, for me, I heard that it was like, oh, because one player, because like a mate of mine who supports another club said he was okay, even though they got relegated. It was a perfectly good signing, but absolute joke. I don't seem to get how these fans come up with some sort of these theories in their head. It seems Arsenal go to the transfer market asking for overpriced, overhyped goods with no guarantee or resale value.
Yeah.
That's a great point. I mean, look, we bought Granit Xhaka for 35 million, and we're sitting there saying we want 17 million out of him. He's not worth 17 million. He's not even worth.
They should have took that money. Should have took it. Or Raymond, what else?
The Ramsdale one made me laugh, Stephen, mate, because every Arsenal fan on the planet was tweeting, no, we don't want Ramsdale this, Ramsdale that, when we was linked with him. All of a sudden, when we signed him, he's now the second coming of David Seaman. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it just shows how fickle this fan base is. It really does.
No, I think
never be as good as Seaman. Never.
Yeah, so for me, like, definitely it's just a signing for the sake of signing. There's no two ways about it. Like, because of the fact that Arsenal haven't, put in technique, as in people say, not enough money enough for so many years. But for me, it's a fact. Like, I think the turnover has been, far less for Arsenal than compared to other clubs. So in totality, you guys have spent more. So for me, it is just a signing for the fans saying that, hey, we are interested. And we kind of have someone on board. But I think one positive, Steven, I have to say that a huge positive out of yesterday was the goal difference. Trust me, like, again, I don't want to say it, and I said it already once, Static kind of pointed out in the chat, but goal difference is crucial for you guys. As in, you can record me there.
The whole Arsenal squad is overrated.
Rosie's right.
Arsenal in South America are better than Arsenal. Are better Arsenal news lot. Static, big.
Is there one in South America, a team called Arsenal?
Yeah,
didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a few clubs that are known Arsenal. I think there's one in
Shit,
Russia as well.
Never knew that.
Well. Yeah. It's just, we go charity shopping when we buy players. Buy everything others have done with. Yeah, that is damn true. Smash the likes and subscribe to SFeatleyTV. Make sure to also join. Make sure to join the membership scheme down below. From as little as $1.99 is a monthly donation to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. You also get great perks coming with it as well.
Right? Yeah, you do. Come on, everyone.
Once we get enough Featley Warrior members and higher, that's level 2 and above, we should be starting our own members only live streams, which should be quality. It's gonna be more same if you see Sarcasm City TV Sports Q&A. I spoke to Flores, said I could sort of copy the concept, which he didn't mind. So it's gonna be sort of that sort of turnout.
Ramsdale.
Ramsdale. Zuma will be a decent signing for West Ham, Tony, but a striker is a must for you guys. Antonio is a good player, but you can't rely on him all the time. Take the last 3 letters out of Arsenal, and it will describe your squad. Yeah. Mate, try not to
love that, mate.
Try not to laugh too loud. The dog wouldn't stop barking yesterday.
Oh, good.
We do need a striker, but if you believe the rumors, we are signing everyone under the sun. No Arsenal is just no Arsenal. It's just called Carnic.
You would have to go there, Steve, wouldn't you?
On my front door and on my car, I'm going to take them off. Too embarrassing. Yeah, it is. It's like when you say now as an Arsenal supporter, you go, unfortunately, I'm an Arsenal supporter. Like you have to put the unfortunately in front of it. You know what I mean? It's just like it's like I'm sorry that Brandon. Someone might call child services up if they find out that you made your kids support Arsenal. They might report you for child cruelty. No, I'm not gonna lie. We've been linked with everyone, Tony, but we can't spend the money until we gets and so others go. It's going to be a mad few days in the window. The last actual day of the
Big up, James.
yeah, the last day of the window, we should be doing we should be going live for that for the last for
It'll be interesting. That.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Couple of hours in the window.
But Awar joins the last day.
No,
Awar.
No, he's not. He's not going to join. He's not.
I thought Romano said he was that.
No.
Sure, Fab said he was, didn't he?
No. Go on.
I'm gonna have to jump out, guys. I've got to go sort the children out for bed. But yeah, nice meeting you there, and big up yourself,
Brendan. Brendan, thanks,
mate.
I'll see you soon.
Take care.
See you, mate. Take care.
Oh, gonna switch that back. I think that might be a wise decision, Joanne. The firefighters could have saved the microwave. Unfortunately, no one. That's a good point. You know, both clubs are gonna come in at the last minute, try and grab a bargain. Imagine the crap we're gonna buy. Big up, Miss Mill, as well.
Big up, Melina. Big up, Mill.
We're gonna move on. We've got to move on to player ratings. Arsenal player ratings. That is.
Ooh.
There we go.
Not gonna be big, are they?
There we go.
Options are 1 and 2, right? As in, I think no one goes
it'd be 1 to 10, but we ain't gonna get to 10 anytime soon on this.
Nowhere near it, I think.
No, yeah. Right. The protest was not good. That big up Mill, big up money. If I do have to skip during this to people's comments that are members only, that is because they're members and I have to do that. They take priority. So you could do you can get the same by just joining the membership down below. But we will go to the player ratings. Let's just share the screen. There we are. Right. So we're gonna start with goalkeeper Bernd Leno. I'm gonna rate Bernd Leno myself, and then I'm gonna go on in order after that. So yeah, Bernd Leno, I'm gonna give an 8, to be honest.
Yeah, that's Savey done from.
I'll tell you,
Lukaku,
he kept it at 2-0, right?
Yeah.
If it weren't like he's the only one who can keep his head up high for me.
Where was he for that goal though? Where was he for the goal? For the first goal though.
The first goal? Oh, come on, mate. That was done. No, after that. No,
yeah,
that was done at the defence, mate. Come on.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sorry, mate.
That's the defence's problem. That was Tierney's problem. Right. And Marie.
So, what about the save though against Lukaku? That was fucking amazing, wasn't it?
That's the main reason why I'm giving it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyway, Ankit, I'm gonna let you do Cedric Suarez.
Yeah, so as in I think for me Cedric was almost non-existent. Like I know that initial 10 minutes is when he was probably having shouting for those crosses and he was kind of beating, but Alonso had a fantastic game. Like fantastic is an understatement, right? He probably had Cedric's number throughout the game. So I think Cedric at best, like you would want to give, I think a 4 out of 10 is what I would say. Like that's at best.
At best.
You get a bit more just for being there instead of Belling, really, isn't it? It's better to not have Belling there anyway.
Because imagine Alonso, someone who doesn't have pace, kind of outpacing Cedric, right? As in that was definitely fun, right?
Imagine what he did to Bellerin.
Wait, one at a time. Let Ankit.
Sorry, mate. Sorry, fella.
So I think, like you said, right? Of course, you probably wanted someone more pacier who could, kind of get the better of Alonso, and Cedric wasn't getting pace and he wasn't creating a lot as well. Your left side was better, if at all, than the right side, right? For me, I know left side defensively was definitely a question mark, but I'm talking about attacking. Like for me, Cedric did not offer anything in attack, and defense probably, as in we attacked on the right side, so he wasn't tested enough. So that's the reason I'm even giving him 4. Otherwise, I would have given even lower. But the fact Alonso had a great game, and I think Kai Havertz also had a great game. Like these two, as in Cedric was not to be found. And I think if I'm not wrong, Mason Mount, if you remember, he had a brilliant dribble against Cedric, and Cedric was literally spinning.
To be fair, I would have said a 3, to be honest.
Yeah, I think 4 is at best. I'm just being generous here.
Yeah, 3. No, I'm not being generous. I'm not being
Fair
generous.
enough.
If you're saying that's generous, then I'm putting them 1 lower. We're gonna move to the mid. We're gonna move to Rob Balding. Tony Rob
Balding,
Balding.
yeah,
What are you
he's
giving him?
balding, isn't he? Baldy head. Anyway, before I give my rating, Stephen, can I just say to Ankit, congratulations, mate, on Chelsea yesterday. And really, it's just because I've got Lukaku as well in my fantasy team, so I got a few points for him, you know.
Yeah,
You know, mate. So
we
anyway,
can definitely return you the favor, you know, in terms of points on the fantasy, but definitely not any more games in the coming season. But yeah, respect to you for that. Thanks.
yeah. So, sorry, Stephen. I said I weren't going to roast you, mate, and I won't. All right. Anyway, yeah, for the rating for Balding, he's shit, really, isn't he? Let's be honest. I mean, why is he still there? You know, why did they give him a new contract? I can only really say 1, and that's being generous, really.
Yeah,
1 for him. About one he missed as well, the header he missed, that, you know, could have scored, couldn't he? He headed it wide. Shit.
Yeah. Yes. 2. Did you say?
1. Just 1.
1. Okay.
So would you give him more or not?
No. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for Tierney next. Tierney. I'm sorry, mate. You were trash.
First game for him.
You were trash. You were.
He's usually awesome. He's usually brilliant.
He was dog shit. He was absolutely appalling. Yeah.
Injured again as well, isn't he? Is he injured? I think again.
No, I think he is now. So we have to go with Tavares. I think he picked up a knock. I don't think he's injured. He just picked up a knock. But yeah, that was appalling. Both goals clearly part to blame. But first goal, it was Marie and Tierney because Marie wasn't marking that man, so Tierney had to do it. But yeah, it was just appalling by him. It's unlike Tierney, completely unlike him to play like that. And I hope
still one of the best defenders and should be captain really as well.
Yeah, but look, I don't expect that from him whatsoever. But there you go. I'm gonna go for Ankit. I'm gonna give you Pablo Marie.
Thanks for giving me Pablo Murray because I think he is the biggest laughing stock of the game. But I have to kind of be fair as well. So Pablo Murray, he learned a lot. Like that's all I can say. He learned a lot. He got a proper lesson yesterday as to how to kind of not do things against a Lukaku of that mode.
Well, if you look at our thumbnail and look at a picture on it, and that says it in a nutshell.
Absolutely, and I don't know if you actually saw that. There was actually another picture. I was wondering if you used that picture. He was actually going for basically Lukaku's wrong areas to basically control him somehow. As in that's how desperate he got, right? But I have to give it to Pablo Murray because I think towards the end of the second half, finally he got to grips. He did get a couple of tackles, so I would give him that 1 sole point because of that. Because at least he learned, and towards the end he got to some respect to Arsenal's defense. Because if not, they would have conceded maybe 5 or 6, right? And he got booked early, so maybe that was why maybe he wasn't going for those challenges. So one point is what I would give him at back.
So 1. So I'm gonna.
Where's the fight with he should have bruises around him and around his eyes and that.
Gonna go Granit. Tony, I'm gonna give you Granit Xhaka.
Oh, cheers, Stephen. Well, again, a shit performance by the captain. Our new contract player, fantastic. I keep saying R again. I shouldn't say R. I'm not with Arsenal anymore. But anyway, the Titanic had sunk again in midfield, I should say. I'll give him just the 1 again, I think.
Yep.
1 point.
I'm gonna go for Lokonga. Lokonga was one of the shining lights out of the game for me.
Yeah, I agree.
You good, Jay? Cheers, guys. Sorry, I need to keep going. I need to go now. Big
See you,
up,
James. Take care, mate.
James. Stays. Yeah, big up. I'm good and hiding. He's in it, so no communication or sighting. I think that's Terry from Claude Nabansters. I'm fine. Dan thinks. Well, if he keeps going on about Arteta, then there you go, mate. If he comes out with comments saying like he's gonna be the next Pep, then yeah, you probably deserve to go into hiding. To be honest, I mean honestly, there's some you can't say things like that. You just can't. It's just bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Terry. It's just not. You don't say it. You can't. You can't say that about Arteta. He's useless. He's useless.
Yeah.
Missing night. It was.
I think he's on something, saying that.
There you go. The Conga for me was a shining light in that game. He played well. Tried his best, but with Xhaka next to him, it was nearly impossible.
Yeah.
But
he's got no chance, has he?
I'll call that okay. An okay.
But Stephen, I'll just quickly come in if you don't mind. Like for me, Lokonga is a great passer of the ball, which was surprising because I think I have seen few of his play in Belgium, right? As in for me, that is something that maybe he's a developing player still, and those long passes, and then almost like, if I may say so, the Van Dijk kind of passes, right? He had a couple of times, which is something that Arsenal can definitely make use of. So for me, he should be a mainstay of the team in that central midfield.
Yeah.
Like I was really impressed. Like I would actually even give him 6, but yeah, as in fair enough, you expect more being an Arsenal fan, right? So I get that.
I agree. Yeah. As for the next Vieira, he's got a long way to go, I'm afraid, to be the next Vieira, though. Vieira was the best, so.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stephen.
Yeah.
Cool, mate. It's all right.
Right. I'm gonna yes. I'm gonna move on to. Who am I gonna move on to? I was gonna move on to Saka. Saka didn't have a good game, to be honest. Very poor.
Nah, could have had a penalty, I thought.
Penalty, exactly. That's what I was coming to. Like, that was like again.
Yeah, Ankit. Sorry, yeah. So it's your play on it. So go on, Ankit.
Yeah. So as in, like you said, like Saka did not have a great game. But again, like he probably shouldn't have got subbed, right? As in, whatever it is, Arteta subbing him did not give him enough, and he was probably winning that penalty would have probably given him the confidence.
Can I make a quick point? I want to make
sure.
I need to cut in because I need to make a quick point. And it's something that I'm just gonna quickly go through the chats. Don't you know it? Getting it on Sunday. Stevie, you can make up a box called Dog Shit and put the whole team and manager and is in there. Yeah.
Best viewer.
Right, I've got to go, have some food before the game. Big up. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on. You again. Be safe.
Big up, Jay. Tony.
Bang. Yeah, Liver.
So
I need to make this point. I need to make this point with Saka. And it's something that Ty said in his interview. About a section of the Chelsea fans, they were starting to be booing him every time he touched the ball.
Yes, I have seen the video as well.
Is that true?
Yes, so there's a video, and I actually tweeted it out on my timeline today. That basically, what is the need? Simply put, I'm not English, right? I think you know that, but still, absolutely, disrespecting a player and booing. As in, I get the banter, but for me, it's definitely not on. And the reasoning which was given is the fact that he let his team down, both Arsenal and England. So, as in, again, being a Chelsea fan, how is that even related, right? As in, we shouldn't have done that. If some of our fans, again, it's a very small section of the crowd. And I believe it was just for a few minutes, but yeah, it is not on. Like I would definitely like to own that, and I am embarrassed to see that even. But having said that, whatever it is,
Have you seen Ty what he said about it?
I didn't see that,
No,
but I
didn't
actually
see,
saw
no.
the video of
He-
Chelsea fans
he-
basically singing.
He tried to put it towards the fact that it was down to it was to do with the is based like they're supporting the racism he endured, because like the Tottenham fans didn't do it and actually applauded him,
Yeah.
but yet
Yes, I
the
remember
section
that.
of Chelsea fans, but these Chelsea fans, not all, just a minority,
No,
applauded him.
small minority. Yeah.
No, it was
That's
definitely
sick
not
though,
that,
isn't it?
because I think
Hang on,
no, the song actually said that basically to miss the penalty, right? So it was about it was again back to the penalties of England, right? And that was the reason. But again, we can read in between the lines whatever the reason may be, like whatever it is wrong. Yeah, at the outset, definitely they didn't do that because of the race. As in, they cannot do that. Like, come on, like after what all happened, if they're still doing it, they're not fit to be fans of any football club. They're not fit to be, be in the stadium. But as in the song really told about the penalty. So for me, what I understood is definitely it was about this guy cannot perform at the biggest stage, and that is what it was about. It was not about the race, but it was, I think, if I'm not wrong, in halftime or towards the end of the game, one of the two. Looking at the performance, so it was purely based on performance, nothing else. But
Yeah.
Saka has a certain bar, and he didn't reach that bar either, right? Let's be frank. Like,
No.
you agree there? Yeah. So in terms of performance alone, like I know he was subbed off early. He could have won that penalty. It was kind of 60-40, not a penalty for me, but yeah, 60-40, I would say. But yeah, he was poor, right? I would probably give him 3. We all think that he's probably underperformed a lot, but unfortunately, there is always going to be a bar that he's going to be judged against. And I think he was poor, but not like very poor, extremely poor. So I would say he was just about poor. He did get a couple of good 1-2s with Smith Rowe.
He looked tired, I thought, as well. Well, he was tired, I think. He might be tired as well.
Yeah.
After the Euros and stuff.
Sorry, and Ankit, who are you gonna give him?
Yeah, I'll go for a 3, mate.
3. I'm gonna move on to. I'm gonna move on to Nicola Pepe.
Well, Smith Rowe as well. Doing him yet.
Pepe, then Smith Rowe, then Martinez.
Okay, mate. Sorry, yeah.
Tony Pepe.
Pepe, disappointing again. For the guy, he's got talent, the man, but he just don't seem to be doing it at the moment,
We don't
I don't know what it is. Well, no. But he's good. He's good.
He needs the ball played. He needs the ball played onto him and into space for him to run onto, and he doesn't. He gets played ball in front of him. It means he's got to take players on, and and unfortunately he can't be doing 2-3. If you're going to try and do 2-3 players at a time to be able to create a chance, you're not going to get many chances at all. Simple.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
The best. So we're not playing him. We've never used him, right? And people have a go at him, right, for a manager who can't use him. And I'll sit there and defend Pepe until I'm blue in the face. He had a decent season last season. That's when the manager actually started using him correctly.
Yeah.
And now he's gone back to not using him right at all.
But maybe he don't want to perform for this press either, to be honest. Which I wouldn't blame him, to be quite honest.
I just think he doesn't use him right. He doesn't play him right at all.
Is he better? I don't know if he's better on the right or left, really. Do you think he's better on the right or on the left? I don't know.
I think he's better on the left, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought he's better on the right to come in and curl it in,
But no, I think either way he's better. Yeah, sometimes he is, but it doesn't matter if you don't play him the way he's supposed to play him.
Yeah.
So
I think he tried again. I do think he tried. I'll give him, say, 3 for that, for trying.
Right.
Yeah, actually, like I remember one. So just a quick point. Like, he actually beat Rudiger and Alonso. I don't know if you remember that move. He actually beat both of them together, and that was a great move. And I think, if I'm not wrong, he was the one who actually put Aubameyang in, right, when Mendy
Yeah.
came and cleared the ball. So I think those two plays
No,
possibly
that was
were
Lokonga.
chances. Oh, Lokonga? Okay. I got it right. Okay.
That was Lokonga. Stephen,
But
if
yeah,
a new
I
manager
think
came
still
into the
like,
team, would be better, and there would be more respect in the club and the team. Yeah, make sure to
Yeah,
smash
true.
the like button, please. Smash that subscribe button, please.
100%
Share the
right,
stream.
Anthony, for that.
Sorry. Please do smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Do hit that share button as well. Share the stream. Get more people watching. Get more people viewing. It will raise money for charity in the end anyway. Get your super chats in as well. Get you also memberships going as well. Make sure you join the membership from as little as $1.99. It is a small donation. Children's Liver Disease Foundation. So the more you do, the more members that come on board and help donate, the better. So please do that. Every little does
Yeah, come on, it's a charity, people. Come on. Let's join Stephen's streams and all that. Come on.
Yeah, so Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe, again, it wasn't good. It wasn't poor. It was poor. It didn't create much at all. It didn't help the fact the rest of the team was poor around him, but he didn't create much. He tried a bit, but it wasn't anything that much. It just wasn't great. Either way you look at it, so 3. I'm just giving him a 3 because, like with the team, it was just poor, beyond poor. So, smash the lights. Stephen, I have to go now and take care to you in the panel. Thank you for having me on.
Yes, mate. Take care, mate.
Big up. And go quickly do Martinelli. Looks like he's picked up another knock. For me, he tried to affect the game. I think he tried his best.
Yeah.
But he didn't have enough the ball, right? So it's not his.
He didn't get service.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't get enough of it. But
I would say about a 5 for me. 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'd say 4.
I'd probably 4 because
he's played better, isn't he?
I'd say a 4. But I've got to move on to.
He's better under Emery, though. He's better under Emery, wasn't he? Let's be honest.
Well, it's because Emery gave him a chance. That's the point.
Yeah.
Arteta's never given him a chance. The only reason he's playing him now is because Lacazette and Aubameyang are fully fit. Like, let's get it right. That's the only reason he's playing. Right, going to move on to the year substitutes. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Do you know what?
Shouldn't even be playing, I don't think.
I'm going to put him as a 2.
Shouldn't be playing, really.
It's a 2. He was he had time to affect the game and didn't at all.
Yeah.
I think he was offside a couple of times.
Yeah, and offside a couple of times as well. So,
we had COVID or whatever. He shouldn't even be playing.
Sorry. Yeah. Tavares.
I think he was better. Like for me, he at least kind of tried.
Yeah.
So I would actually give him a 4, maybe.
4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
4.
he was a sub, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't get enough chances. So yeah.
Yeah. I'd say 4. And then lastly, Balogun didn't get any time on.
Didn't get a chance. No.
So I would
almost.
No, so if
1, 2.
But Balogun gets a 6.
Oh right.
Just about average.
If you don't do anything.
He played him out of position as well.
Yeah.
He played him out of position, didn't he?
Yeah, you play him out left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Idiot.
play him out left. Sums it up, doesn't it? It just sums
It's
up
funny,
the whole
right?
afternoon. It sums up the whole afternoon. They're saying, all right, no, Anthony, stop believing in the news crap. Honestly, you send me so many reports that are just rubbish. It's a load of rubbish, mate. Right?
Yeah,
You said about Neves. You said Neves was coming. You said this was Madison was coming. It's not happening, mate. It's not. It's not happening.
Steven, I'll tell you a funny thing.
It's simple as that.
So the funny thing is, Steven, I actually went down and actually rated all the Chelsea players, and I tweeted about it, and I'm going to basically do a video on my channel as well. No one is even touching 6. Everyone is 7 and above.
Says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly do the manager trash. The fans.
Yeah.
You know
Zero.
what? Fans, fuck. You know what? Fans are trash. I'm sorry. And the reason I say that, right? You're like, not really interested. Boos at the end, right? But you didn't complain at the start of the game, did you? You didn't complain when you
Yeah.
needed to protest, did you? Where were you for the protest that you all were
Yeah.
all on social media going on about? Yeah? Bullshit. Bullshit. Right?
Yeah.
Didn't care about a protest at all. And then you moan that you're not getting change and things are not improving. Nah, man. You lot are just as bad as the
Wasters,
rest.
mate.
Absolute waste of time. But those are the player ratings for today's for yesterday's game. Right, appalling, disgusting. I'm fucked off with it. Right, I'm fucked off with the excuses. I'm fucked off with like these fans trying to find every which way to protect Arteta, and some of the fans I'm hearing are just they're fucking delusional. Some of them saying like that I actually saw a team that was fighting like that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you watching?
Got his
What are you
Specsavers, I think.
watching? No, sorry, Tony, please. What are you watching? What are you fans watching out there? You are whatever game you must be watching must be completely different to what's actually happening on the pitch. Because what's happening on the pitch is a load of bollocks. And if you think that's making an effort and trying, it shows how shit your standards are, right? And it shows why you deserve to be where Arsenal are right now, right? In the gutter, right? I don't, because I strive for more. I want more, right? But you lot, you deserve to get everything you get if you think that's fucking worthy of a good performance, right? Or if you want to say, oh, it's only 2 games. Or if you want to say, right, half our squad's out. No, I'm sorry. That squad should do a lot better than it did. It should be doing a lot better than it did, right? People want to still use that excuse against Brentford, for fuck's sake, right? No, I'm sorry. That squad that we played should have beat Brentford. It should have beaten Brentford. Sorry. Not good enough. It's not good enough. When are you not going to wake up? Right? But you carry on because, like, you want to be counted as a big club. Well, you don't have a big club mentality. Simple. So, there you go. Right? I could rant on for ages about it, but there you go.
You're better for that, mate. You're better for that.
No, because it's still there. So there we are.
No, I can take him away with it.
Yeah. You have us away next. Arguably the toughest game of the season. Maybe not for you, though.
Charlie, big up, mate.
There was one protester outside the ground. What are you on about? Honestly.
Anyway, for a night.
Sorry. Anyway, we're gonna have to move on. We're gonna have to like going forward. I mean, Ankit, you must be buzzing like with the season going forward.
Yeah, like we can only look forward, right? Again, like we're talking about what we can take from the last game to the next game, but already like for example, today we are talking about Arsenal versus Chelsea. On my channel, I've already started the work for Chelsea against Liverpool, Liverpool against Chelsea, because we are looking forward to the next game, and that's how it goes. And it's all about the momentum, right? And we are having that, and even the transfer window. Like today, if the transfer window shuts, I'm happy. In fact, I was happy even before Lukaku. If you ask me, like I was one of them who was actually telling that Tuchel is a person. As in, we had around 26 players out of the current squad under Lampard as well, right? What we did, and when Tuchel came, he changed everything within a month. Like not even a month. Like I think that Wolves game itself, he changed the formation, he changed the mentality. So we are confident that we are having someone who's a great man manager. We can have a small or a big squad. He kind of instills that confidence and has a game plan. But yeah, but I don't want to speak too much because at the end of the day we are going to meet Liverpool next, and Klopp, we respect him, right? As in that is the epitome of a manager, right? That is what you want to command respect. Unfortunately, Arteta does not. And again, like I have to say, I hope Arteta stays as much as possible. Just like Ole stays for Man United, like I have been in that school of thought that these guys cannot bring you back the titles. Like that will not come. A cup run at match, but that's not something that Arsenal Football Club is about. Chelsea, whatever Tuchel does, he will be judged on whatever happens at the month end every month, right? As an irrespective of whatever result we get against a City or a Liverpool or an Arsenal, right? It'll be the totality. It'll not be based on just because we get a double over London rival. No, that's not what we are meant for, right? And yes, so thanks again for having me, Stephen. But I would say definitely respect.
Sorry.
Sorry, just I want to make one point. Yeah, so respect to Steven. I have to say that Steven is a person who's the most real Arsenal fan out there. Like I met a lot of Arsenal fans. I have to say a lot of them, like I've gone on my channel saying that they are deluded because, like you said, a lot of people think that they're living in hope. That's not reality, right? Steven actually calls it out, and he's been on this channel saying it not from yesterday. He's been saying it, I know, from the beginning of the last season, right? As in, I've been watching this channel. And guys, please follow Steven and SFeatleyTV because this is absolutely fantastic, real content that you bring, and that's something that's why I respect and always love to come here. And you guys are welcome on my channel, as you know, always. It's Steven and King Tony as well. Big up to you.
Thank you. It means a lot. Means a lot. I mean, Tony. Obviously, we went through the Premier League journey, went through the results, we went through Palace versus Brentford. You going forwards, confident with the season going forward now?
Sorry, Stephen. I'm sorry if I've been a little bit annoying or something today with interrupting or whatever and things. I'm really sorry about that. Just trying to give my opinions, but I just wanted to say to Ankit really that what was it I was going to say? Oh yeah, about Tuchel. I expect it gives you loads of confidence, to have him as manager now all the time. Going forward, to have a proper manager there. Absolutely. He knows the tactics and whatever. Anyway, Steve, what was it again you said about moving on with?
Brentford moving forward, what do you say?
Moving forward. Well, I'm still buzzing at the moment. I know, okay, it was a 0-0 the other day, but we didn't lose again, hey? And we stayed conceded. We're still unbeaten, so everything's going well. We got Forest Green tomorrow, by the way, in the League Cup. So looking forward to that. Hopefully, should beat them, But Villa's the next one in the Premiership. Oh, that's much tougher against Villa. But if we win or lose, I'm proud of us. I'm proud of Brentford, whatever, So got a proper manager and a proper team. I'm not Arsenal. Sorry, Steve, but there you go.
Yeah, definitely. But anyway, we're gonna have to leave it there. So Ankit, where can I find you, mate?
Yes, thanks again for having me. But yes, I have a channel, RCB and Chelsea Fan TV. It's on YouTube. Yes, primarily it's Chelsea content, but definitely covering a lot of the EPL as well as I covered international tournaments like the Euros. So would love to have you guys. I think Steven came on my channel just yesterday, so watch it out. That was a great conversation, and we spoke about a lot of the boards, even what's the difference, etc. So give it a watch. And on Instagram as well as on Twitter, I am active as RCB and Chelsea Fan TV or Ankit Rana. That's my surname, Ankit Rana. So looking forward to again a conversation. Hopefully when Steven and the rest of the Arsenal folks are in a better mood. But I can definitely relate to you because we've been there a couple of decades ago. So I definitely sense that.
And Tony, where can I find you?
On your streams a lot, mate, and obviously everywhere else. I'm also on Twitter, of course, at KingTony1 on Twitter. So anyone can follow me on there if they want. So, well, I wouldn't say anyone, but it's like most people. But anyway, cheers. Cheers for that.
like I say, you can find me on SFeatleyTV. Make sure to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, please, with the notification bell on, so you know when we're live. We usually live every day around about these times. So tomorrow we're live again, I believe at 4 and 6. Well, no, 6 and 8 actually, I believe. When are we live? I'll just go through tomorrow's schedule, which is we are live 6 p.m. with a preview to West Brom, Arsenal in the Cup. Then we've got the Back Pages transfer stream, where we're going on about Man United's DM problem and what they can do to resolve it, plus like my reaction to the Ramsdale and Odegaard signings. So bear with me, it's gonna be another rant probably. But yeah, we're gonna
the whole show a rant.
we're gonna have to but yeah, make sure to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, hit that share button as well, share the stream, share the content on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, get more people to subscribe. It's all for Children's Liver Disease Foundation, as it says along the ticker at the bottom, so make sure you do that. And also please join the membership, because it's a monthly donation to the charity. So but we are back tomorrow. And yeah,
thanks again, Stephen, for having me on. Thanks, mate.
All right, cool. And we'll see you tomorrow. Until then, take care.
Bye. Bye, everyone.